Hello, compassionate friends. Thank you for all you do for this wonderful organization. We are a family of volunteers, excuse me, doing great things for those who are following us on their own grief journeys. My name is Bob Lane, and I'm the current president of the TCF Board of Directors. I want to share a little bit about my wife, Mary's, and my journey with the Compassionate Friends. Like all of you, our lives were forever changed. Our change occurred on February 5th, 2009, when our 33-year-old daughter lost her battle to breast cancer. For 2 years, we watched her fade away. Even though her death was expected, the reality and shock of that day was overwhelming, a day that we will never forget. It didn't matter that we knew she was dying. We had no idea how to deal with the pain and grief that faced us when she did. After fumbling around in a cloud for about a month, we were told about the Compassionate Friends. We were about 50 miles from the nearest chapter. In desperation, we decided to go visit it. It was so simple but so perfect there. We found out immediately that we were not alone. From that moment on, we faithfully drove nearly 100 miles round trip twice a month to the Space Coast chapter. Like so many of you, we can honestly say the TCF saved our lives. Amazingly, so many others have come to us with the same words. TCF saved their lives. 4 simple words, so profound and meaningful. The love and care we have received and hopefully given over the past 15 years has been life-saving and life-changing for us. We knew then that Compassionate Friends would be a part of our lives forever. So fast forward through the years. 1.5 years after Amanda died, my wife, Mary, was asked to join the chapter steering committee. 3 years later, she became the chapter leader and I became the secretary. 2 more years, we were asked to be regional coordinators. And then in 2017, we were asked to be co-chairs of the Orlando National Conference. During each of those periods, we never lost the love of the chapter environment and the people we served at home. For me, interest in the national organization grew, and I was asked to fill a vacancy on the board of directors. That was January 2020. So here I am, 5 years later, serving the last 1.5 years as president of the 13-member board. I frequently ask myself, how did that happen? I'm still waiting for an answer. In February, we honor and remember our daughter Amanda's birth date and the date of her death. February is not a good month for us. 2025 will be 16 years. If we had a choice, we would do anything to not be here. But that choice was not given to us. Since we are here, I can honestly say those 16 years have been the richest years of our lives. Both Mary and I are changed people. The only word that fits is we are more compassionate. The Compassionate Friends has become our life focus for as long as we will live. Mary stays focused on the one-on-one compassion with every individual she meets, either at a meeting or anywhere else. My focus is on how I can be a part of making this wonderful organization better. The last 2 years in particular have been the most fulfilling years in my life. I love TCF and all it stands for. Being on the board is a humbling honor. People ask, what does the board do? A lot of it you don't see. There's no secrets, just a lot of details and hard work on over a dozen different committees that we have. Some of our focus right now is on chapter support, online group support, strategic planning for the future, and fundraising. I want to focus on fundraising. It has an ugly reputation. It's not fun to do, and it is frequently avoided by many. The hard fact that we see at every board meeting is that it is the lifeblood that allows us to continue. As a charitable organization, we will always need contributions to move forward. So I want to talk briefly about our current year-end appeal fundraising effort. Having come from the chapter environment, I didn't take the need for national funds seriously. When I got to the board, I quickly realized it was a serious need. So I started to, quote, give more than ever before. And then about 2 years ago, I heard a former board member talk about the connection between our dedication to volunteering for TCF and our donating to TCF, how one should complement the other. That motivated me to start donating dollars and volunteering services with equal enthusiasm. I know we all have reality to live with, income versus expenses. But I learned that by stretching my giving, I got more back than I could ever give to TCF. Mary always says, helping is healing. Giving is helping. I want to close with an announcement. My fellow board members share the joy of giving right now. We are not a rich group, just dedicated volunteers helping the TCF organization. But this year, the individual board members have stretched and pledged a combined donation amount to the year-end appeal. The amount is $30,000. I think that's an amazing amount from the board. We would like to make this a matching donation challenge. So I encourage you, if you haven't given or would like to give more, please add to the match amount offered by your board of directors. Thank you very much for taking this time. And just remember that we need not walk alone. We are the compassionate friends. Thank you again.